Hey y'all, get ready for another episode of This Thing Called, the podcast that gives you real information, real facts, exposing the truth. I'm your host, KJ. Join me for our next episode as we go ahead and talk about being thankful. Now, when we talk about being thankful, your mind can go into an array of thoughts and emotions, all the way from what do I have to be thankful for, all the way to I am thankful for this, all the way down to what is being thankful. Being thankful is nothing but showing gratitude, having gratitude, the expression of gratitude. Well, then you may ask, well, what is gratitude? Gratitude is just the expression of appreciation for what one does have. So when you ever think about being thankful, it's simply just appreciating what you have, what you can see, what you can touch, what you can hear, what you can feel, what you can sense, what you know is. That is what being thankful is. And today, that's what we're going to talk about. Now, this episode is going to air on the day of Thanksgiving. And so I'm not going to waste up all of your time because I know you have either dinner cooking or you have family that's about to come over or family that is maybe over. Maybe you're watching this with your entire family. Or maybe family just left and you're just winding down and said, hey, I'll give KJ a couple minutes on this day to see what she has to say. I thank you for that. We're just simply going to keep it light. We're going to talk about being thankful. So what are you thankful for? What do you have to be thankful for? Me personally, I like to be thankful for the little things. I like to, even on the hardest days, just be appreciative of the fact that I have air to breathe and I'm alive, or that I have clean water running from my faucets because there's some that do not, or the fact that I have clean clothes to wear, or even a home to live in because there are thousands that do not. And then there are those days where finding gratitude is quite difficult, to where life has just got you so down to where you don't see there being anything to be grateful for. But there is. The fact that you simply have life, the fact that you are still living life, the fact that you are breathing air, the fact that even with life looking like it is right now, there is a way, there is a moment in a time where life is not always going to be like this. That is things to be grateful for. There are even things to be grateful for, like the rain. Something that seems so abstract. But if the rain didn't fall from the sky, then crops couldn't grow. We couldn't have food. Animals couldn't have sometimes water to drink in the natural environments. So even being appreciative of rain or sun, that that's all that we can do sometimes in a day. Sometimes life can get difficult to where even trying to give gratitude to something can seem so like, for what? Psychologists have found that even the smallest amount of gratitude can boast happiness and can boast excitement in one's life. So even in those moments, in those days where you really don't want to show gratitude, even a little bit can try to help shift and change your mood. And I'm big on mood. I'm big on energy. So that's why I always try to see the brighter sides of life and the brighter things in life. I ask you, what are you thankful for? I can say that to name one thing, I am thankful for life. I'm thankful for the ability to be able to live life every day. For every day I wake up, that is a new opportunity for me to see something new or do something new or try something new or even redo something that I messed up the day before or the week before. It is an opportunity to either thrive in that day or to be lazy, man, not do nothing in that day. But that's what I'm grateful for. I'm also grateful for family and friends and, certain number of people in my life that keep me grounded, that keep me rooted. My core family being one of them. They keep me grounded. They keep me centered in life, even in the days where I don't feel it and I don't want to get out of bed sometimes. So sometimes I suffer with that. Or even on the days where my anxiety is so high that I don't know if I'm going to make it to the day because I feel so overwhelmed. My core family, they center me, they ground me. So I am so thankful for them. And I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful for God because I love him. And I do believe that there is a God and that he controls all and that he knows all and he sees all. So I'm grateful for him even be able to make it to this age of 32 and being able to be, where I am in life and seeing where I came from. And that's another episode for another day. But we will talk about, my past and things that I went through and things that I've seen. But I'm grateful for him to even let me see this day and being able to talk to you all and be able to share a voice with you all and even give you guys a voice and hear what you have to say. I'm open to hearing what you have to say. So let me know, what are you thankful for? What do you want to be thankful for? What are their future goals that you have in mind that you're like, I'm grateful for even having this goal? So let me know. Now we're going to go ahead and move into something that is fun, that is happy, that I think for the most part everyone can agree with will shift an entire mood depending on what is being presented. Food, Thanksgiving meal. So again, this episode is airing on Thanksgiving, so I wonder, are you just about to eat? Are you still preparing food to eat? Have you already ate and you're about to fall asleep on me because your tummy is so full that you don't even know if you can last 5 more minutes with me? I wonder. So let me know, what are your meals looking like for the day? What did you have on your plate? Did you have the typical Thanksgiving meal where you had the turkey and the macaroni and cheese with the greens and the dressing and the yams? Or did you go something a little more modern, like a seafood Thanksgiving? Or, maybe you did like a barbecue Thanksgiving instead of the traditional meal. So let me know, what were your meals like? Did you cook? Did you buy Thanksgiving? If you bought, where'd you buy it from? I only buy Thanksgiving meals or dishes or sides from one place, and that's Honey Baked Ham. Every other place, I'd rather just cook it. No, thank you. But let me know, did you potluck it? Did you go over to various people's houses? I did that when I was in my 20s. I would house hop is what we called it on Thanksgiving and get a little bit from everybody. So let me know, what ended up on your plate? What ended up in your refrigerator? Do you have any leftovers left for tomorrow? Is that a thing now to have leftovers for Friday? So on social media, last couple months, this whole high vibration, low vibration thing has really sparked some conversation and some very funny videos as well. So I want to go ahead and show you a couple of different Thanksgiving plates. So ask your opinion. Do you think they're high vibrations? Do you think they're low vibrations? And I'll let you know my opinion as well. This first one, Nothing Shall Touch. Now, in my personal opinion, it looks rather low budget and low vibration, just to be honest, based on what the plate looked like. A lot of that, I don't even know what that is or can't make that out. Not even being funny, I honestly can't. I mean, see some corn on top of something. Looks like some green beans back there in the back, maybe a piece of bread. I'm calling that low vibrations. Let me know what you have to say. Now, the next plate, the OCD kind of thing. Now, this one looks like it's organized in like a food size and color type of look. I'm going to say that looks pretty high vibrations. It looks really delicious and really good. The food looks succulent, so to speak, and juicy. You can see juices running off. You can see the wine glass in the back. So I'm going to give this one a high vibrations. A hidden overeater. That's the next plate. And it looks like this plate is kind of like compounded on top of each other. Everything's touching. It looks like there's stuff that's underneath, other stuff. To me, it looks high vibrations because it looks delicious. I wouldn't put so much on one plate, though. We can always come back for seconds or get 2 plates. But it looks still good and appetizing. I would honestly and personally, I would go for it. I don't know what that cranberry sauce is. It doesn't really look too good. But, I mean, everything else on the plate looks delicious. Except for the asparagus. I don't eat asparagus. So let me know what you think on those plates. High vibrations, low vibrations. Let me know what you're thinking. I actually found a really interesting article through Harvard University that brought up dinner conversation starters and had certain questions that you can ask friends and family at the Thanksgiving table just to go ahead and spark interesting or certain conversation. A couple of them I found to be interesting. Hopefully you're listening to this before dinner so you can use some of them today. If not, go ahead and save it. Save this episode. Listen to it again next year. And you can go ahead and use these again next year. They're actually not seasonal or yearly. They're actually can use at any point in time at any dinner table. First question. If you had superpowers, what would they be and how would you use them to help people? Second, what can you give or do for someone that doesn't cost any money? Third question, tell me something about yourself that you think I might not know. And then the fourth question, imagine people are speaking of you 100 years from now. What do you hope they will say? I thought each of those questions were interesting. And again, use them today. Even if you're not at the dinner table, if you're sitting around for the weekend, hanging with family, I think each one of those questions is a very interesting conversation starter. And it can actually give you some in-depth on some people that you might not have even known certain responses or thought that they thought a certain way or hoped for certain things or wanted certain things. So I think it'll be interesting. So let me know if you use any of these questions and what conversations might have sparked between you and your family. And hopefully they're all good ones. That's it for this week's episode of This Thing Called. Again, I appreciate you. Thank you for spending your valuable time with me. Again, whatever listening platform you're listening to this on or watching, please follow, please subscribe. This Thing Called Podcast. Comment, like. We are here for your comments. We are welcoming. Respect is number one. That's all I say.
I know you feel like they ain't really with you. I know you feel like they ain't really with you. Got you feeling they ain't really with you. Yeah, you feel like they ain't really